Admiral Lee Hyun stood by the big window of his ship. The stars looked peaceful from here, but he knew that was about to change. His ship, the UES Determination, was the biggest human ship in space. It floated near Proxima Station, where humans and aliens worked together. Hyun had gray hair now. He was 55 years old and had spent 15 years serving the Galaxy Council. He remembered when humans first met aliens. Everyone was excited. The aliens seemed friendly. They welcomed humans into their big family of species that lived among the stars. The door opened with a soft sound. Commander Park Mina walked in. She was young, only 30 years old but very smart. She had short black hair and always wore her uniform perfectly. In her hand was a small device that glowed red. "Admiral," she said. Her voice was quiet. "We got the message." Hyun turned around. He saw the worried look on Mina's face. "Show me," he said. Mina pressed a button on the device. A blue light appeared in the air. Words began to appear. Hyun read them slowly. His face got darker with each word. By order of the Galaxy Council, the message said, "Humanity is now a containment species. All humans must return to their home system. Any human found outside the Sol system after 72 hours will be treated as a criminal." Hyun felt anger growing in his chest. "Containment species?" he asked. "What does that mean?" "It means we are prisoners," Mina said. "They want to lock us in our own solar system forever." The message continued. "Humans are too dangerous to live freely in the galaxy. They adapt too fast. They learn too much. They cannot be controlled. For the safety of all civilized species, humans must be contained." Hyun hit the wall with his fist. The metal made a loud sound. 15 years, he said. 15 years we helped them. We fought their wars. We fixed their problems. We shared our knowledge. And this is how they repay us? His communication device started beeping. He pressed a button. Dr. Kim Jun appeared on the screen. Jun was the head of the Human Science Division. He looked very upset. "Admiral," Jun said, "I have bad news. Very bad news." "Tell me," Hyun said. "I broke into their computer systems," Jun said. "They have been studying us for years. They copied all our technology. They studied our bodies. They watched how we think and learn. They planned this betrayal from the beginning." Hyun felt sick. "They used us." "Yes," Jun said. "But there is more. They already started moving their ships. Human colonies in the outer systems are surrounded. They are not just asking people to leave. They are forcing them." Another call came in. This time it was Captain Choi Hana. She commanded an exploration ship called the New Sol. She was in the Kepler system, very far from Earth. "Admiral," Hana said. Her voice was shaking. "They attacked us. Alien warships came out of nowhere. They surrounded our colony ships. They told our people to leave right now or die." "What happened?" Hyun asked. "Some of our people tried to resist," Hana said. "The aliens opened fire. They destroyed 3 transport ships. Families were on those ships, Admiral. Children." Hyun closed his eyes. He felt the weight of command on his shoulders. All those years of peace and friendship had been a lie. His device beeped again. This time it was President Yoo Dae-un from Earth. She was the leader of the United Earth government. She looked tired and scared. "Admiral," she said, "I just received a direct message from the Galaxy Council. They gave us an ultimatum." "What kind of ultimatum?" Hyun asked. "Submit to containment within 72 hours or they will activate what they call extinction protocols," she said. "They are threatening to wipe us out completely." Mina stepped forward. "How many ships do they have?" "According to our scouts," President Yu said, "they have gathered the largest fleet in galactic history. Ships from every member species. They are all moving toward human space." Hyun walked back to the window. He looked at the stars again. Somewhere out there, alien fleets were coming to destroy humanity, all because humans were too good at learning and adapting. "Admiral," Mina said softly, "what are your orders?" Hyun was quiet for a long time. He thought about all the humans living on distant worlds. Farmers, scientists, traders, engineers. They had built new lives among the stars. Now they were being told to abandon everything or die. He thought about the alien friends he had made over the years. Officers who had served beside him. Scientists who had worked with human researchers. Were they part of this betrayal too, or were they just following orders, sir? Mina asked again. Hyun turned around. His eyes were hard now. "Get me a connection to all human ships and stations." "Every single one?" "Yes, sir," Mina said. She worked on her control panel. Connection established, she said a few minutes later. Hyun spoke into his communicator. His voice was calm but strong. This is Admiral Lee Hyun to all human forces. We have been betrayed. The Galaxy Council has declared us enemies. They want to cage us like animals or kill us like insects. He paused. On the screen, he could see faces of human commanders from across the galaxy. They all looked angry and determined. For 15 years we served them faithfully, Hyun continued. We bled for them. We died for them. We shared our knowledge and our friendship. This is how they repay us. Captain Hana's voice came through the speaker. What are your orders, Admiral? Hyun smiled, but it was not a happy smile. Prepare for protocol exodus. It is time to show them what dangerous really means. The word spread quickly through human space. On every ship, in every station, in every colony, humans received the same message. The Galaxy Council wanted a war. They were about to get one they would never forget. The emergency meeting room on Earth was full of angry voices. President Yu Daeun sat at the head of the table. Around her, the leaders of humanity argued about what to do next. Ambassador Lim Seung hit the table with his hand. We must try to talk to them, he said. War will only bring death. Maybe we can make a deal. General Bae Wonho shook his head. They already made their choice, he said. They want us dead or locked up. There is no talking anymore. But we cannot fight the entire galaxy, Ambassador Lim said. They have thousands of ships. We have hundreds. Numbers are not everything, General Bae replied. We are humans. We find ways to win. President Yu raised her hand. Enough, she said. Admiral Hyun is coming. We will hear his plan first. The door opened. Admiral Hyun walked in with Commander Mina. Behind them came Director Kang Soo-young. She was the head of human intelligence. She always knew secrets that others did not. Admiral, President Yu said, what is this protocol exodus you mentioned? Hyun sat down. He looked tired but determined. It is our answer to their betrayal, he said. But first, Director Kang has something to tell us. Director Kang stood up. She was a small woman with sharp eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, she said, the Galaxy Council made a big mistake. They think they know everything about us. They are wrong. She pressed a button. A big map appeared in the air. It showed the galaxy with thousands of small lights. These lights show where humans live and work, she said. The Council knows about our official colonies. They know about our military bases. But they do not know about this. The map changed. Now it showed millions of lights. They were everywhere. What are those? Ambassador Lim asked. Those are humans, Director Kang said. Humans who live and work on alien worlds. Humans who married aliens. Humans who became citizens of other species. Humans who work in alien governments, alien companies, alien militaries. General Bae smiled. How many? Over 50 million, Director Kang said. They are everywhere. On every major world. In every important organization. They fix alien machines. They design alien weapons. They run alien computer systems. They work in alien hospitals. The room was quiet. Everyone was thinking about what this meant. The aliens think we are separate from them, Director Kang continued. They think we only live in human space. They are wrong. We are part of their civilization now. We built their civilization. Admiral Hyun stood up. That is where Protocol Exodus comes in, he said. What exactly is it? President Yu asked. It is very simple, Hyun said. Every human in the galaxy stops working at the same time. Every human stops helping aliens. Every human comes home. That will cause problems, Ambassador Lim said, but it will not stop their fleets. Commander Mina spoke for the first time. Sir, should I call Tech Specialist Oh Min-jun? Yes, Hyun said. A few minutes later, a young man entered the room. He had messy hair and thick glasses. He looked nervous. Tell them about the back doors, Hyun said. Oh Min-jun cleared his throat. Well, he said, every time we build something for aliens, we put in security codes. It is normal. All species do it. But our codes are special. How special? General Bae asked. We can turn off anything we built, Oh Min-jun said. Space stations, weapons, computer systems, life support, everything. The room was very quiet now. How much did we build? President Yu asked. Engineer Song Yuna came in. She was Oh Min-jun's boss. We built most of their important systems, she said. Humans are good at engineering. Aliens always asked us to design things for them. Give me numbers, General Bae said. Song Yuna looked at her tablet. We designed the weapon systems for 60% of all alien military ships. We built the life support systems for 70% of all space stations. We created the computer networks for 80% of all major worlds. Ambassador Lim looked sick. If we shut all that down, their civilization will collapse, Director Kang said. Not just their military, everything. Trade, communication, transportation, medical care, food production. Everything depends on systems we built. Admiral Hyun walked to the window. They called us dangerous, he said. They said we adapt too fast. They said we learn too much. They were right. This will kill billions of aliens, Ambassador Lim said. They were going to kill all of us, General Bay replied. President Yu stood up. Are you sure this will work? Yes, Admiral Hyun said. But it is not just about the machines. It is about sending a message. They think we are weak because we are peaceful. They think we are stupid because we are friendly. They are about to learn the truth. What truth? She asked. That humans are the most dangerous species in the galaxy, Hyun said. Not because we are violent. Because we are smart. Because we adapt. Because we become part of everything around us. And when you betray us, you betray yourselves. Director Kang pressed another button. New images appeared. Our people are already in position, she said. Humans and alien governments have access to secret military plans. Humans and alien companies control supply lines. Humans and alien research centers know all their weaknesses. When do we start? General Bay asked. Admiral Hyun looked at his watch. In 6 hours, every human in the galaxy will receive the same message. Protocol Exodus begins exactly at the same time everywhere. What will the message say? President Yu asked. Hyun smiled. It was not a nice smile. It will say, come home. Bring nothing but yourselves. Leave everything else broken. Oh Min-jun raised his hand. Admiral, what about humans who cannot escape? Humans who are too far away or trapped? They know what to do, Hyun said. If they cannot come home, they make sure no alien can use what they built ever again. The room was quiet for a long moment. Finally, President Yu spoke. This is not just war, she said. This is the end of everything we built with them. They ended it when they betrayed us, Admiral Hyun said. We are just making sure they understand what they lost. He walked to the communication panel. 6 hours, he said. Then the galaxy learns what happens when you stab humans in the back. Commander Mina checked her watch. Sir, should I send the final authorization codes? Admiral Hyun nodded. Send them, and make sure every human commander understands. This is not about revenge. This is about survival, and when it is over we will be free or we will be dead, but we will never be slaves. The message went out across the galaxy. In 6 hours everything would change. Captain Zhang Taeyang watched the chaos from his hidden ship. The Ghost of Seoul was invisible to alien sensors. It floated in the Andromeda sector, far from Earth. Below him 3 alien fleets were shooting at each other. What happened? His second officer asked. Their defense computers stopped working, Taeyang said. All at the same time. Now they think the others are attacking them. The time was exactly midnight Earth time. All across the galaxy, humans had stopped working and started coming home, but they did not leave quietly. On the planet Viridian Prime, Dr. Shin Jiha sat in her laboratory. She was the only human on the planet. Around her, alien scientists were running and screaming. The planet's air machines had stopped working. Dr. Jiha, her alien assistant said, What is happening? Why did everything stop? Jiha looked at her computer. She had just entered the shutdown codes that every human engineer knew. I am going home, she said simply. But the planet will die without the air machines, the alien said. Then you better learn how to fix them, Jiha replied. She picked up her bag and walked toward the exit. Outside, alien soldiers tried to stop her. You cannot leave, they said. Fix the machines first, Jiha laughed. Yesterday you were my friends. Today your government says humans are dangerous animals. Make up your minds. She walked to her small ship and flew away. Behind her, 2 billion aliens faced death in just a few days. Captain Nam Dong-hyuk was in Krellian space. The Krellians had been humanity's best alien friends. They worked together on many projects. They shared technology and knowledge. Now the Krellian Empire was falling apart. Their entire trade system depended on human-designed computers. When those computers shut down, their economy crashed in hours. Sir, Nam's communications officer said, we are getting calls from Krellian ships. They are begging for help. What kind of help? Nam asked. They want us to turn their systems back on. They say they will give us anything we want. Nam was quiet for a moment. Tell them to call the Galaxy Council. We are just dangerous animals, remember? On the screen, he could see Krellian ships attacking their own colonies. They were fighting over food and fuel. Without their trade networks, they could not supply their outer worlds. Lieutenant Ryujuan was inside the Galaxy Council's main station. She worked as a translator, but she was really a spy. She hid in the air vents and listened to the emergency meeting. The entire galaxy is collapsing, one alien leader said. How did we not see this coming? The humans were supposed to be simple, another said. We studied them for years. They seemed peaceful and helpful. Peaceful and helpful, a third alien laughed bitterly. They built our weapons. They designed our cities. They fixed our problems, and we never realized they could destroy everything they touched. The first alien was reading reports from his tablet. The Zephyrian military cannot function. Their targeting computers are human-designed. The Aquilan homeworld is dying. Their water systems were human-built. What about our own station? Someone asked. There was a long silence. Finally, an engineer spoke. Sir, this station's fusion reactors were designed by humans 20 years ago. They are beginning to fail. Can we fix them? We do not understand how they work. Only humans know. Ryujiwan smiled in the darkness. She started crawling back to her ship. Colonel Park Sunwoo was leading the evacuation of human civilians from alien worlds. His ships moved from planet to planet, picking up humans before alien authorities could stop them. But not all humans were leaving. Some chose to stay and fight. On the industrial world of Titan 7, engineer Lee Minho worked alone in the power plant. The planet produced energy for 50 star systems. Lee had helped design the fusion generators. Lee, his alien supervisor called. You must fix the computers. The power grid is failing. Lee looked at him calmly. I am dangerous, remember? Your council said so. Maybe you should stay away from me. This is not a game, the alien said. Without power, entire worlds will freeze. Then maybe your council should not have betrayed us, Lee said. He pressed one final button on his console. All the screens went dark. The alien supervisor grabbed Lee's arm. What did you do? I made sure you can never use our technology against us again, Lee said. He had not just shut down the power grid. He had destroyed the computer codes completely. Even if they captured humans and forced them to help, these machines would never work again. Captain Im Jae-sung commanded a human cargo ship near the galactic core. His ship was full of human families fleeing alien worlds. Behind him, alien warships were chasing them. Captain, his pilot said, they are ordering us to stop and return. Keep flying, Jae-sung said. The alien ships opened fire, but their weapons were not working properly. Without human-maintained targeting systems, they could not hit anything. Sir, the communications officer said, the alien captain is calling us personally. Put him on screen, Jae-sung said. An angry alien face appeared. Human ship, you will return our citizens immediately. Citizens? Jae-sung laughed. Yesterday they were citizens. Today they are dangerous animals. Which is it? Our worlds are dying without human workers, the alien said. You must help us. We tried to help you for 15 years, Jae-sung replied. You repaid us with betrayal. Now you face the consequences. He cut the connection and kept flying toward human space. Back on the Galaxy Council station, panic was growing. The station's life support was failing. The artificial gravity was unstable. The communications were breaking down. How long do we have? The council leader asked. Maybe 6 hours, the engineer said. The fusion reactors are going critical. We need human engineers to stop them. Call the humans. Offer them anything they want. Sir, we declared war on them 12 hours ago. They are not answering our calls. The council leader looked at the reports on his desk. In less than 1 day, human withdrawal had caused 3 wars, 12 economic collapses, and the near destruction of the galactic government. How did we not see this? He asked quietly. We saw what we wanted to see, his advisor said. We thought they were simple and weak. We did not realize they had become the foundation of our entire civilization. Can we reverse the containment order? It may be too late. The humans are coming home, but they are destroying everything they built on the way. Even if we make peace now, it will take decades to rebuild. Outside the windows, space was full of ships. Some were human ships flying toward Earth. Others were alien ships chasing them or fighting each other. The galaxy that had been peaceful for 1,000 years was burning. And at the center of it all, The Galaxy Council's own station was dying, killed by the technology they had taken for granted. The humans had given them a simple message. When you bite the hand that feeds you, do not be surprised when the food stops coming. 6 months had passed since Protocol Exodus began. The galaxy was unrecognizable. Admiral Cho Mirai stood on the bridge of her new flagship, the UES Retribution. Around her, the human defense fleet prepared for battle. Admiral, her communications officer said, long-range sensors detect the Council invasion fleet. 2,000 ships all heading for Earth. Miri smiled coldly. Only 2,000? They must be running low on working ships. The truth was that most alien fleets could barely function. Without human-maintained systems, their weapons missed targets, their engines broke down, and their computers failed constantly. But 2,000 ships were still dangerous. Sir, Commander Yeon Changmin said, the Legion reports ready for deployment. The Human Legion was something new. It was made up of humans who had been living on alien worlds. They knew alien weaknesses better than anyone. They had been training in secret for decades, preparing for exactly this situation. How many Legion soldiers do we have? Mirai asked. 50,000 active fighters, Changmin replied. Another 200,000 support personnel. They know every alien ship design, every alien tactic, every alien weakness. Mirai nodded. Humans had learned from everyone they met. Now they would use that knowledge to survive. The first alien ships entered the Sol system 2 hours later. Captain Im Ye-sung was waiting for them in his destroyer, the Sol's Fury. His ship looked small compared to the massive alien dreadnoughts. Human vessel, the alien commander called. Surrender now and your deaths will be quick, Jae-sung laughed. You might want to check your targeting computers first. The alien ship fired its main weapon. The massive energy beam went wide, missing Jae-sung's ship by kilometers. Without human-designed targeting systems, the aliens were shooting blind. Jae-sung fired back. His weapons were different now. Human engineers had been busy during the past 6 months. The beam passed right through the alien ship's shields as if they were not there. Impossible, the alien commander said. Our shield should stop any human weapon. Should is a funny word, Jae-sung replied. His second shot cut the alien ship in half. The battle for Earth's solar system was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Human ships seemed to appear and disappear at will. Their weapons ignored alien defenses. Their tactics made no sense to alien minds. Commander Lee Jong-yeon led a squadron of fighters against a group of alien cruisers. The aliens expected the small human ships to attack in formation, like all civilized species did. Instead, the human fighters scattered in all directions. They attacked from above, below, behind, and through the alien formation. Each pilot fought differently. The aliens could not predict what any human would do next. This is chaos, the alien fleet commander complained. How can we fight chaos? You cannot, Jong-yeon said over the radio. That is the point. Meanwhile, Spy Master Han Yeon-hee was revealing her greatest discovery. Her intelligence network had found the truth behind the betrayal. In a secret meeting with Admiral Hyun, she shared what they had learned. The Galaxy Council was not acting alone, she said. There is an older group controlling them. They call themselves the Shepherds. Who are they? Hyun asked. Ancient beings who have controlled galactic civilization for millions of years, Han replied. They guide species, manipulate governments, start and end wars. They keep everyone fighting each other so no one becomes too powerful. Why did they target us? Because we are the first species they cannot predict or control, Han said. We adapt too fast. We learn from everyone. We become part of everything around us. We are a threat to their system. Admiral Hyun was quiet for a moment. So this was never really about the Galaxy Council. They were just tools. Yes, Han said. And now the Shepherds are preparing to act directly. Back in the battle, something terrible was happening. Rear Admiral Song Kyu-hyun was leading an assault on a Council stronghold when his sensors detected something horrifying. Sir, his tactical officer said, we are receiving reports from the Kepler colony. Council forces have landed on the planet. Military targets? Kyu-hyun asked. No, sir. They are killing civilians. Women, children, everyone. Kyu-hyun felt cold anger fill his chest. How many? 50,000 dead in the first hour. They are using weapons designed to cause maximum suffering. Kyu-hyun opened a channel to Admiral Hyun. Sir, they are murdering our people. Hyun's face appeared on the screen. His expression was deadly calm. Admiral Song, you are authorized to use Omega Protocol weapons. Sir? Kyuhyun was shocked. Omega Protocol weapons were humanity's most terrible secrets. They had hoped never to use them. They wanted to see our dangerous nature, Hyun said. Show them. Kyuhyun's fleet moved toward the Drycon system, where the Council had a major military base. The aliens expected another normal space battle. What they got was something from their worst nightmares. The human ships fired weapons that bent space itself. Entire alien fleets simply vanished, folded into dimensions that did not exist. Planets were turned inside out, their matter scattered across light years. Reality itself seemed to break around human weapons. The few aliens who survived spoke of humans who fought like demons. They described weapons that ignored physics, tactics that made no logical sense, and a cruelty that shocked species who had thought humans were peaceful. "What are you?" one captured alien officer asked Kyuhyun. "We are what you made us," Kyuhyun replied. "You called us dangerous. You called us unpredictable. You called us a threat to galactic order. You were right." Within days, word of the Draken system's destruction spread across the galaxy. Entire alien fleets surrendered rather than face human forces. Some species withdrew from the Galaxy Council completely, but the Shepherds were not impressed. From their hidden bases in the galactic core, they began to act directly. Ancient ships that had not been seen for millennia started moving toward human space. Director Yang Sojin of Human Intelligence intercepted their communications. The message was simple and terrifying. The human species will be eliminated. Order must be restored. Admiral Hyun received the report while standing in the ruins of a Council space station. Human forces had captured it easily, because its defenses had been human-designed. "How long do we have?" he asked. "They will reach Earth in 2 weeks," Yang replied. "And sir, their technology is beyond anything we have ever seen. They have been building for millions of years." Hyun looked out at the stars. Somewhere out there, ancient enemies were coming to destroy humanity. The Galaxy Council had been just the beginning. "Send a message to all human forces," he said. "Tell them the real war is about to begin." The galaxy was burning, civilizations were collapsing, and the true masters of space were finally showing themselves. Humanity had survived the betrayal of their friends. Now they had to face enemies older than their entire species. But humans had learned one important lesson in the past 6 months. When the galaxy turns against you, sometimes the only choice is to turn against the galaxy. The dangerous war was just beginning. 2 years after the betrayal, Admiral Lee Hyun walked through the broken remains of the Galaxy Council chambers. The great building that once ruled the galaxy was now just twisted metal and shattered glass. His hair was completely white now, and his face showed the weight of the war they had fought. President Park Jin-seo, who had replaced Yu Daeun after her death in a Shepherd attack, stood beside him. Around them, human soldiers guarded alien prisoners. These were the last members of the Galaxy Council waiting to hear their fate. "They are begging for mercy," Chief Diplomat Kim Minji said. She held a tablet with messages from dozens of alien species. "They want to make peace." "Peace," Hyun said quietly. "They destroyed our colonies, murdered our children, and tried to wipe us out completely. Now they want peace. What do we tell them?" President Park asked. Before Hyun could answer, alarms began ringing. Director Yang Sojin's voice came over the communication system. "Admiral, we have incoming ships. It is them. The Shepherds are here." Hyun looked up at the ceiling. Somewhere above them, ancient beings were arriving for the final battle. The Shepherds had controlled the galaxy for millions of years. They would not give up easily. "How many ships?" he asked. 1,000, Yang replied. "But sir, these are not normal ships. Our sensors cannot understand how they work. They seem to exist in multiple dimensions at once." Hyun smiled grimly. "Then we will have to teach them about human ingenuity." He walked to the communication panel and opened a channel to General No Yushin. The general was commanding the final defense of Earth from his flagship, the Indomitable. "General," Hyun said, "are your forces ready?" "Ready as we can be," No replied. "But Admiral, their technology is incredible. They are using weapons we do not understand, ships that can appear anywhere instantly." "Remember what we learned," Hyun said. "Technology is not everything. They have been winning for millions of years because everyone follows the same rules. We do not follow rules." The first Shepherd ship appeared above Earth's moon. It was beautiful and terrible, made of materials that seemed to shift between solid and energy. It was larger than any human city. A voice spoke from the ship. It was old beyond imagination, cold and certain. "Humans, the voice said. "You have caused enough chaos. Your species is a disease that spreads through the galaxy. We offer you one final choice. Submit to our guidance and you may survive as our servants. Refuse and be eliminated." In the command center of the Indomitable, General No looked at his officers. Captain Wu Aaron commanded the ship's weapons. Major Seo Ji-hoon led the boarding forces. These were the best humanity had to offer. "What is our answer?" No asked. Captain Wu smiled. "The same answer we gave the Galaxy Council. Go to hell." The battle that followed shook the foundations of reality itself. The shepherds used weapons that could destroy stars, ships that existed in multiple places at once, and technology that seemed like magic. But humans fought differently. Where the shepherds expected organized fleets, they found scattered fighters attacking from impossible angles. Where they expected defensive formations, they found human ships ramming directly into their vessels. Major Seo led boarding parties onto shepherd ships. His soldiers fought in corridors that changed shape around them, against enemies who could predict every logical move. So the humans stopped being logical. "Sir," one of his sergeants asked, "what is the plan?" "There is no plan," Seo replied. "Just shoot anything that moves and keep moving forward." The shepherds' computers could not understand human tactics because human tactics made no sense. Humans fought like they were already dead, taking risks no rational species would take. Captain Wu sacrificed her ship by flying it directly into the main shepherd vessel. The explosion tore a hole in space itself, allowing human fighters to pour through and attack the enemy from within. But the decisive moment came when Admiral Hyun faced the shepherd leader personally. The ancient being appeared on the bridge of the Determination, its form shifting between solid and energy. "Admiral," it said, "your species fascinates us. We have watched the galaxy for millions of years. We have guided evolution, controlled development, maintained order, but you humans refuse to be controlled." "We have noticed," Hyun replied. "We offer you ultimate power," the shepherd said. "Rule the galaxy in our name. Guide the other species as we have guided them. All we ask is that you accept our wisdom." Hyun was quiet for a long moment. Around him, the battle raged. Human ships were dying, but so were shepherd vessels. For the first time in millions of years, the ancient rulers of the galaxy were losing. "Your offer," Hyun said finally, "is exactly what the Galaxy Council offered us. Serve you and you will let us live. The only difference is that you are more powerful than they were." "Yes," the shepherd said. "We are offering you a place at the top of the galactic order." "But it is still a cage," Hyun said. "Still slavery, just with better food." He pressed a button on his console. Around the galaxy, every human ship received the same signal. It was not a battle plan or a tactical order. It was just 3 words: stay human. "Stay free. You refuse?" the shepherd asked. "We fought a war to be free," Hyun said. "We will not trade our freedom for power. Not to you, not to anyone." The final battle lasted 6 hours. When it was over, the shepherd fleet was destroyed. Their leader's last words were a warning. "Without guidance, the galaxy will fall into chaos." "Maybe," Hyun replied, "but it will be free chaos." Months later, Ambassador Lim Yoonji stood in a new building on Earth. It was the headquarters of the Free Systems Alliance. Representatives from dozens of species sat around a circular table. There were no rulers here, no superior beings, just equals. "The old galaxy is dead," she said. "The Galaxy Council is gone. The shepherds are gone. Now we must build something new." "What kind of something?" asked a Krellian representative. "Something where no species rules over others," Lim replied. "Where technology is shared freely, where conflicts are resolved through talking instead of war." "And if we refuse?" asked a former council member. "Then you are free to leave," Lim said. "That is what freedom means. The choice to say no." In a space station far from Earth, young Hajin played with his friends. He was human, but his friends were from a dozen different species. They spoke different languages, had different customs, but they played together without fear. Admiral Hyun, now very old, watched them through a window. His war was over. The galaxy was free, though freedom came with its own problems. Some species fought each other without the shepherds to control them. Some worlds struggled without human-built technology. Some aliens still hated humans for destroying their old way of life. But it was honest chaos. Real freedom. The right to succeed or fail on their own. "Was it worth it?" Commander Mina asked. She was older too, with gray in her hair. "Look at them," Hyun said, watching the children play. They do not see enemies. They see friends. They will build a better galaxy than we ever could. He turned away from the window. Yes, it was worth it. They called us dangerous because we would not accept chains. Perhaps they were right. Freedom is the most dangerous force in the universe. The galaxy would never be the same. The old order was gone forever. In its place was something chaotic, unpredictable, and free, something human.